A question that has been around for decades is, should I sample fields by grid, or do I sample by zone? Sampling by zones works well and is more economical when known patterns of soil nutrients exist, or when patterns of yield variation from yield mapping are similar over multiple years.
If you know of specific zones within a field that are different, whether it's because of elevation, soils, past management, in those conditions, the zone sampling actually can work very well.
Zone sampling is also a good option when fertility is not expected to vary much.
If there's less variability in a field, maybe zones are a better approach. You don't have large differences, but you know that there's some different landscape aspects that might require a little bit different fertility approaches.
However, if high nutrient variability is anticipated, or if no known relationship exists between fertility and soil and landscape properties, then sampling on a systematic grid is typically best. Sample and laboratory costs are usually higher with grid sampling, but it is best not to take shortcuts for fields with high nutrient variability.
If you feel like you can manage, at a very fine scale and you have that ability, grid sampling is a great way to identify areas where you might need less inputs and you might need more inputs.
A grid sample spacing of 330 feet, a sample for every 2.5 acres, is common. But if yields have extreme variability, grid sample spacing should be reduced. Otherwise, maps will poorly represent nutrient variation within the field. If this happens, variable rate fertilizer applications can actually cause greater variability,